میں نذران عقیدت پیش کریں. کہ جناب یاسر طباطبائی صاحب سے میں گزارش کرتا ہوں کہ لائن پہ آئیں.
نہیں وہ بھی آن لائن نہیں ہے.
نہیں ہے. چلیں میں 2-3 شعر پڑھتا ہوں اس وقت تک.
جی جی بسم اللہ.
میں حمد کے 2-3 اشعار. جی تو وہ کہاں ہے؟ آج جناب آغا سرفراز علی صاحب ہمارے ساتھ ہیں. ابھی تھوڑی دیر میں وہ انشاءاللہ لائن پہ ہوں گے. میں جب تک ایک حمد کے 2-3 شعر پڑھ دیتا ہوں. تمام حمد ہے اس خالق ازل کے لیے. تمام حمد ہے خالق ازل کے لیے. سکون جھیل کو دیتا ہے جو کنول کے لیے. میں ان کے نام سے کرتا ہوں ابتدا ایک کلام. میں ان کے نام سے کرتا ہوں ابتدا ایک کلام. کہ جن کے نام فرشتوں نے بھی سنبھل کے لیے. کہ جن کے نام فرشتوں نے بھی سنبھل کے لیے. پھر اس کے بعد علی مرتضی کا ذکر چلے. پھر اس کے بعد علی مرتضی کا ذکر چلے. کہ جس کے نام خدا نے بدل بدل کے لیے. تمام حمد ہے اس خالق ازل کے لیے. اللہم صلی علی
اللہم صلی علی محمد وعلی محمد.
اللہم صلی علی محمد
وعلی محمد.
اللہم صلی علی محمد
وعلی محمد.
میں جناب شمشاد صاحب سے درخواست کرتا ہوں کہ اگر وہ ہے تو آجا جناب شمشاد حیدر صاحب.
اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد للہ رب العالمین بارئ الخلائق اجمعین. وصلی اللہ علی اشرف الانبیاء والمرسلین حبیب الہ العالمین ابو القاسم محمد. اللہم صلی
علی محمد وعلی محمد
وعلی اہل بیتہ الطیبین الطاہرین المعصومین المظلومین. I will pick up from where we left last night. I will be talking mostly about the fasting of the tongue and how important it is and what is meant by fasting of the tongue. Sawmul lisan. Sawm means fasting. Lisan means tongue. That means controlling our tongue. What does that mean? Before that, I would like to read the dua for the 4th of the month of Ramadan. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma tawallani. Allahumma qawwini fihi. If you can read with me. Allahumma qawwini fihi ala iqamati amrik
أمرك
وأذقني فيه
فيه
حلاوة ذكرك
حلاوة ذكرك
وأوزعني فيه
وأوزعني فيه
لأداء شكرك
لأداء شكرك
بكرمك
بكرمك
واحفظني
واحفظني
فيه
فيه
بحفظك
بحفظك
وسترك
لك
يا أبصر الناظرين.
يا أبصر الناظرين.
The reason I recite the dua for the next day, the night before, is because, well, by the time we meet tomorrow, it's all the day is already gone. So, and the other reason, which is perhaps more important, is that if you know what you're asking Allah on this coming day, you will prepare yourself. If I know what I'm supposed to ask Allah tomorrow, that means, well, why not start thinking about it tonight? Because that is for tomorrow that I must accomplish it or try, make an effort to do that. It says, Allahumma qawwini fi. Oh Allah, make me strong in this day, for 4th of Ramadan. Make me strong in this day, ala iqamati amrik, so that I can uphold your commands. That means what you have made wajib on you, I can uphold it, practically uphold it, verbally uphold it. وَأَذِقْنِي فِيهِ حَلَاوَةَ ذِكْرِكَ, and give me the taste of the sweetness of your remembrance. मुझे मज़ा चखा अपनी याद का कि जो शीरीनी है और हलावत है, मिठास है, उसका जायका मुझे चखा. وَأَوْزِعْنِي فِيهِ لِأَدَاءِ شُكْرِكَ, and मुझे ऐसा बना कि मैं तेरा शुक्र अदा कर सकूं. Make me such that I can be grateful to you. I can perform, observe gratitude for you. بكرمك, with your karam, give me that ability. واحفظني فيه, and protect me, safeguard me in this day. بحفظك, with your special guard and cover. وسترك يا أبصر الناظرين, oh the one who is watchful, who is ever looking, and the most, the one who who knows and who looks everything in the way it is. So this dua is for, it has got a lot of things, obviously, that I uphold the command of Allah verbally. I speak what you have asked me to say. And remembrance, that means with my tongue, when I praise you, I can taste the sweetness of your remembrance, not only say it. Well, make me such that I perform your gratitude. See, a lot of this has to do with the tongue. A lot of that is to do with what to say and how to remember Allah and how to perform His shukr, all of that, right? So you see, before I continue, again, I'll quote Nasir Abbas Jafri Saab, I think yesterday or the day before. He mentioned that tarbiyat happens in two ways. Tarbiyat, tarbiyat and I'm really, really summarizing it. One way we can bring ourselves, groom ourselves, condition ourselves, like educate ourselves. I mean, in terms of knowledge and in terms of morals, that we educate ourselves, groom ourselves, right? One way is from outside, by a teacher, somebody teaching you, telling you, this is right, this is wrong, do this, do that, constantly reminding, constantly telling you, creating an environment from outside that creating an environment from outside that will allow us to practice what we have been asked to do, right? So one part of to educate someone from outside. That means someone is telling you what to do. The other sort of tarbiyat, the other kind of tarbiyat is from inside. That means a person starts thinking and realizes himself that he needs to be a servant of Allah. He needs to be a good person, needs to thank Allah more. It becomes more mindful. That means it's like a stream of water that comes from the heart, And that is the result of ikhlas. That is the result of sincerity and devotion. When a person is sincere and is devoted, the this remembrance of Allah comes out from the heart, and it's not from someone who is telling from outside. There's a difference that Nasir Abbas pointed out, which was for me also very intriguing and very informative, which is that the difference between the two kinds of tarbiyat from outside, some educator, and tarbiyat from inside, that a person educates himself, not because someone is telling him to, rather he wakes up. There's an awakening, spiritual awakening that's coming from inside. The difference is in one very critical aspect. The difference is that the tarbiyat that happens from outside, right? It, since it does not sink in, it is not coming, it is not gushing from the stream of this remembrance is not gushing out of the heart, right? it it often creates ego for this person, pride for this person, arrogance. A person who is told to pray, when he starts praying, he starts looking at other people. Oh, I am praying and they are not. A person who does anything good because he is told, he has always been told to do this, it first of all becomes a habit, and a habit becomes a source of ego and pride. That means showing yourself better than other people because you are paying your homes, showing yourself better than other people because you are fasting, showing yourself other people because you perform your hajj or ziyarat or whatever. So, but if the awakening comes from inside, this person has no time to look for anybody else, look at anybody else. He never compares what others are doing. He's always watching himself and feeling that I am not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. Like that reminds me of the Hadith Qudsi. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Dawood alayhi salam, "Oh Dawood, I want you to thank me the way I should be thanked. ए दाऊद मेरा ऐसा शुक्र अदा करो जैसे शुक्र अदा करने का हक है." दाऊद अलैहिस्सलाम घबरा गए, कांप गए, और उन्होंने अर्ज किया, परवरदिगार, दाऊद अलैहिस्सलाम, David said to Allah, "Oh Allah, how can I ever thank you the way you deserve to be thanked? I cannot even count the favors that you have given me. How can I thank you for something that I don't even know the quantity and the quality of those things? How much and how many favors you have granted me, I don't even know. How can I then show your gratitude for all these ni'mats?" Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, "Oh Dawood, this is exactly what I meant when I said, oh Dawood, thank me the way I should be thanked, because when you express your inability, your ajizi, that I am unable to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are unable to thank me, then you have truly performed the shukr the way I should be thanked." Please recite the salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala. Okay, so tonight I'm going to briefly speak, and it'll probably extend to tomorrow night because we have short time, every night, and we want to give you something to kind of think about. And if I give you too much information, it's this it becomes just like a long, drawn, discussion. I want you to just focus on one thing. We want to focus on our tongue tomorrow. And this is coming from the hadith of Mawla al-Muwahhideen, Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. This hadith is beautiful. It is narrated by Abdul Wahid ibn Muhammad Tamimi Ahmadi in the year 550 Hijri Qamari, in his book Ghurarul Hikam wa Durarul Kalim. This is a collection of short sayings of Mawla Amir al-Mu'mineen. It's printed in 2 volumes. It is perhaps the biggest collection of short quotes from Imam Ali alayhi salam, in which in one place Imam Ali alayhi salam is giving us a very clear picture of how many kinds of fasting do we have. Here, look at this hadith and listen carefully. Sawmul qalb khayrum min siyam al-lisan. Fasting of the heart is better than fasting of the tongue. وَصَوْمُ اللِّسَانِ خَيْرٌ مِّن صِيَامِ الْبَطْنِ. And fasting of the tongue is better than fasting of the stomach. Again, I'll repeat. Fasting of the heart is better than fasting of the tongue. And fasting of the tongue is better than fasting of the stomach. फरमा रहे हैं 3 किस्म के रोजे हैं। दिल का रोजा बेहतर है ज़बान के रोजे से, और ज़बान का रोजा बेहतर है, अफजल है पेट के रोजे से। अब जरा इस पे गौर करें, थोड़ी देर के लिए सोचें इस पे, क्या फरमा रहे हैं आप? आप फरमा रहे हैं कि रोजे 3 किस्म के हैं। एक है पेट का रोजा कि इंसान भूख प्यास बर्दाश्त करे। दूसरा है ज़बान का रोजा कि इंसान जो है वो सही बात करे। अब उस पे हम आते हैं कि सही बात से क्या मुराद है। ये ज़बान का रोजा, देखिए ज़बान का तो रोजा नहीं है दीन में। We don't have sawm or sukut. For example, we don't have a sukut. We don't have a fasting of tongue in the sense that, for example, you have to be silent all day. Apparently, in the past, sometime in Bani Israel, in the time of Hazrat Maryam Salamullah alaiha, they had some kind of fasting where a person would make niyat of fasting and would keep quiet, totally silent for 1 day or 2 days or whatever number of days, that would not speak a single word. And that's mentioned for Zakaria alayhi salam when he fasted. Allah tukallim an-nasa thalatha, you will not speak to the people for 3 days. And that was a sign of a miracle that he was given Yahya alayhi salam in his old age. And then Maryam salamullah alayha was also silent. So when she was fasting, when she brought the child Isa alayhi salam into the city, Jerusalem, and people said, "Why don't you speak?" And they realized that, oh, so she is fasting, that she is not going to speak. Well, anyway, in Islam that we practice today, there is no Sawm sukut. There is no fasting of silence that you cannot speak. So what is Imam Ali alayhi salam saying that you fast your tongue? He's saying fasting of the tongue is better than fasting of the stomach. And fasting of the heart is better than the fasting of the tongue. So देखिए, खाने पीने से आप परहेज करें, ये आपका रोजा है, पेट का रोजा। और बात जो है वैसी करें जैसी करनी चाहिए, ये है ज़बान का रोजा। और दिल जो है वो किसी चीज की तरफ, गैरुल्लाह की तरफ तवज्जो ना करे, चाहे वो हराम हो, हलाल हो, चाहे वो जन्नत हो, दोज़ख हो। इंसान खुदा से गाफिल ना हो लम्हे भर के लिए भी, हलाल भी उसको गाफिल ना कर सके खुदा से। यानी आप देखिए, मुमकिन है इंसान हलाल चीज कर रहा हो, खुदा से गाफिल हो जाए, हलाल भी उससे खुदा से गाफिल ना। ये बहुत आला मर्तबा है। एक और सलावत पढ़ी मोहम्मद, अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व अला। Think about this that I'm speaking about tonight. I will before I go into this hadith a little bit more about what is meant by the Sawmul Lisan, that we want to focus on our tongue tomorrow. Okay, let me mention the short hadith from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A person came to the Holy Prophet and asked, "Ya Rasulullah, the rajulin istawsah," a person who asked for wasiyat. Wasiyat means like advice from the Holy Prophet. And Rasulullah said, "Ihfaz lisanak," guard your tongue, protect your tongue. ثم قال له يا رسول الله أوصني, Ya Rasulullah, give me advice, admonish me. And Rasulullah said, "Ihfaz lisanak" again. He asked again, third time, the same person asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Awsani, give me advice, Ya Rasulullah." فقال ويحك. Rasulullah said, ويحك وهل يكب الناس على مناخرهم في النار إلا حصائد ألسنتهم. This is in many Shia sources, Mizan al-Hikmah and other places. You will find this hadith in Shia sources, and Ahl Sunnah also have narrated the same hadith. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that what will land people in hellfire? What they earn, what they harvest from their tongue. ज़बान से जो कमाएगा इंसान, वही उसको लेके जहन्नुम में जाएगा। जो चीज सबसे ज्यादा लोगों को जहन्नुम में लेके जाएगी वो क्या है? जो ज़बान से इंसान ने अपने अदा किए हैं, जो कलिमात, जो बात कही है, उसकी वजह से इंसान अपनी बातों की वजह से, अपनी ज़बान की वजह से ज्यादातर जहन्नुम में जाएगा। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व अला। मैं अब आपको थोड़ा सा, I will speak a little bit about what is meant by this fasting of the lisan, fasting of the tongue. See, first of all, we have only 10 minutes left, so I'm going to summarize it very much. See, why do we fast? In Surah Al-Baqarah, the ayat 183, you have heard this ayat from you were little. All of us know this ayat. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. O believers, kutiba alaykumus siyam. Fasting has been prescribed for you. Kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum. Just as fasting was prescribed for those before you. Why has fasting been prescribed? It says, la'allakum tattaqun, so that you will observe piety. तुम्हें तकवा आ जाएगा तुम्हारे अंदर. ए ईमान वालों, रोजा तुम पर फर्ज किया गया जैसा कि तुमसे पहले लोगों पर किया गया, ताकि तुम तकवा तक पहुंच जाओ, तकवा हासिल कर सको. तकवा जाहिर है क्या चीज? तकवा वो अंदरूनी ताकत है कि इंसान को खुद पाबंद कर देती है जो चीज सही है उसका, वाजिबात को अंजाम देने और इन चीजों में. और अंदर वो अंदरूनी ताकत है जिसकी वजह से खुद से इंसान बुराई से दूर रहता है. Okay, so what is the taqwa of the tongue? Tomorrow, if we try every day of our life, it's a struggle. But the beautiful month of Ramadan, if we want to really benefit, enjoy the feast of Ramadan from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then the way is to stop doing the sins of the tongue, so that the sins of the tongue that we have done in the past can be forgiven. One quality of the taqwa of our tongue is from Surah Baqarah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا. लोगों से अच्छी तरह बात करो, अच्छी बातें करो लोगों के साथ. قُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ, नेक कलाम जारी करो अपनी ज़बान से. Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam, Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salatu wassalam were asked, what is the meaning of وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا? What is the meaning of this ayah? Imam alayhi salam said, I've seen this hadith from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam and Imam Baqir, both similar, same meaning in different hadiths. They have said, Qulu linnasi husna, लोगों से अच्छी बात करो, husn बात करो, अच्छी बात करो. It means say to the people what you want to hear from them. लोगों से वो बात करो जो तुम उनसे सुनना चाहते हो अपने लिए. वही ऐसी बात ना करो लोगों से जो तुम खुद अपने लिए सुनना नहीं चाहते. तुम क्यों दूसरों से वो बात करोगे? तुम क्यों दूसरे से ऐसे बात करोगे, चाहे वो बात के माने हो, अल्फाज हो या अंदाज हो. लोगों से ऐसे बात क्यों करो जिस तरह से कि तुम्हें नहीं पसंद कि तुमसे की जाए ऐसी बात. ये एक सलावत पढ़ी, अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद. Second quality of the taqwa of the tongue, softness of speech. Speak softly. In Surah Taha, ayah 44, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَقُولَا لَهُ قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا. Speak softly. Allah is speaking to Moses and Harun. Musa and Harun alayhi salam. Allah is saying to Prophet Musa and Harun, فَقُولَا لَهُ. When Allah is giving them the mission to go and speak to Fir'aun, Allah is saying, فَقُولَا لَهُ. You too, Musa and Harun. Oh Musa, oh Harun, speak to him, to Fir'aun, قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا. Speak to him softly. Who is Fir'aun? Fir'aun is a taghut who has waged the war against Allah and his servants. And Allah is sending Musa and Harun on a mission and asking them to speak softly to Fir'aun. فَقُولَ لَهُ قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا لَعَلَّهُ يَتَذَكَّرُ أَوْ يَخْشَى. Maybe he would become mindful. Maybe he would become, apprehensive of the azab. Maybe he wakes up. So, the first da'wah should always be very soft. Obviously, if later on, if there is an argument, if, for example, that is a different situation. But when you're calling someone, advising someone, or asking someone to do something good, you should speak softly. Generally, never scream or yell. Speak softly with the people, the way you want to be spoken to. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. One more quality of speech, taqwa of lisan, saum of lisan, fasting of the lisan, fasting of the tongue does not mean silence. It means अच्छी बात करना जैसा तुम सुनना चाहते हो. इसका मतलब है softly बात करना, नरम लहजे में बात करना. Third quality, या अय्युहल बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम, या अय्युहल लज़ीना आमनू इत्तकुल्लाह व क़ूलू क़ौलन सदीदा. O believers, fear Allah and speak firmly. Wa qulu qawlan sadida. Say, speak firmly. What does that mean? Okay, this is in Surah Al-Ahzab, ayat 70. Qawlan sadida. Sadid, the word sadid is taken from sad. Sad means a dam. like they build a dam to hold the water and release as much as you want to release the water. If you don't have a dam, the whole water will just flow. So in order to maintain the flow of water, to regulate the flow, to manage it so that not too much, not too little, so you can store it. When you need more, you have plenty available that you can send. And if you have too much, you can stop it so it does not go and flood the area around you. Okay. So what is the meaning of waqulu qawlan sadida? Oh believers, fear Allah. That means fear of Allah has something to do with qulu qawlan sadida. Speak firmly. Firmness of speech means speak in such a way that there is no shigaf. That means no break. There's no crack in these words. That means these words are like a dam that can stop the batil from passing through it, that can stop the fasad and confusion and intrigue and fitna. Speak in such a manner that is haqq, and no one can find fault in that word, in that speech that you have made. So it's very important in the last few minutes, it's very important that when we speak, we think about this. That first of all, speak to people the way we want to be spoken to. Two, speak very softly, right? Even if we are talking to adversaries, our opponents, or people who are very, in any way, somewhere, enemies, you speak softly, initiate discussion, speak in a manner that they hear the content of your speech, not start hostility with you, nor should you invite hostility. Three, Ya ayyuhalladhina, O believers, fear Allah and speak a firm word, speak a firm, manner, in a firm manner. What does that mean? It means speak only based on haqq and based on burhan. That means you should know what is haqq. Educate yourself. If you know little, speak less. In fact, those who speak, who learn and have a lot of knowledge, also speak the least, because they are conscious of the mistakes, and they are conscious of the risks of speaking too much, and they want to guard. See, Allah has made so many layers, and I'm just finishing up. Allah has made this, the tongue is guarded by the teeth and the lips, that you speak, you think before you speak. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us and guide us. Make this day truly a day of fasting of our body, and fasting of our tongue, inshallah. Let's recite the dua of Imam Zaman. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. اللهم كل وليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة، وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا، حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. अब मैं जनाब आगा सरफराज अली साहब से गुजारिश करता हूँ कि बारगाह मासूमीन में नज़रान अक़ीदत पेश करें। बिस्मिल्लाह जनाब आगा साहब।
अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद व अज्जिल फरजहुम। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद व अज्जिल फरजहुम। शहर सरवर किया वो हवा है, शहर सरवर किया वो हवा और है, शहर सरवर की आबो हवा और है, जन्नते और है, करबला और है, जन्नते और है, करबला। मैं हूँ बीमार जाने दे करबो बला, मैं हूँ बीमार जाने दे करबो बला, मैं हूँ बीमार जाने दे करबो बला, اے طبیب اس مرض کی دوا، اے طبیب اس مرض کی دوا، دوسرا کوئی شبیر کیسے بنے، دوسرا کوئی شبیر کیسے بنے، دوسرا کوئی شبیر کیسے بنے، کیا خدا کے علاوہ خدا اور ہے، کیا خدا کے علاوہ خدا اور ہے، اے مفسر بتا کیا تماشا ہے یہ، اے مفسر بتا کیا تماشا ہے یہ، اے مفسر بتا کیا تماشا ہے یہ، آیتیں اور ہے ترجمہ اور ہے، آیتیں اور ہے ترجمہ اور ہے، ہنس کے دیوار کعبہ یہ کہنے لگی، ہنس کے دیوار کعبہ یہ کہنے لگی، ہنس کے دیوار کعبہ یہ کہنے لگی، حیدر تیرا راستہ اور ہے، حیدر تیرا راستہ اور ہے، بولی مریم تقابل نہ کرنا میرا، بولی مریم تقابل نہ کرنا میرا، بولی مریم تقابل نہ کرنا میرا، کبریا کی قسم فاطمہ اور ہے، کبریا کی قسم فاطمہ اور ہے، اور دوسروں سے علی کا تقابل ہی کیا، دوسروں سے علی کا تقابل ہی کیا، دوسروں سے علی کا تقابل ہی کیا، حادثے اور ہیں معجزہ، حادثے اور ہیں معجزہ اور ہیں، آل احمد کہاں اور صحابہ کہاں، آل احمد کہاں اور صحابہ کہاں، آل احمد کہاں اور صحابہ کہاں، بانٹنا اور ہے مانگنا، بانٹنا اور ہے مانگنا اور ہے، حرملا اور حر کیسے ایک ساتھ ہوں، حرملا اور حر کیسے ایک ساتھ ہوں، حرملا اور حر کیسے ایک ساتھ ہوں، لعنتیں اور ہیں مرتبہ اور ہے، لعنتیں اور ہیں مرتبہ اور ہے، دوغلے مفتیو اپنی حد میں رہو، دوغلے مفتیو اپنی حد میں رہو، دوغلے مفتیوں اپنی حد میں رہو، اب بھی غیبت میں ایک مرتضیٰ اور ہے، اب بھی غیبت میں ایک مرتضی ہے. میرے ایر غیر کی مدحت میں کرتا نہیں, ایر غیر کی مدحت میں کرتا نہیں, ایر غیر کی مدحت میں کرتا نہیں, میں ہوں نایاب میری انار ہے, میں ہوں نایاب میری انار ہے, شہر سرور کیا وہ ہوا ہے, جنتیں اور ہے کربلا ہے. اللہم صلی علی محمد وعلی محمد وعجل فرجہ.
کنور صاحب پلیز.
اور اس کے ساتھ ہی جو ہے ہمارا آج کا پروگرام جو ہے وہ اختتام ہوتا ہے. انشاءاللہ کل 9:15 بجے پھر پروگرام کی آپ کی خدمت میں حاضر ہوں گے مولانا شمشاد حیدر کے ساتھ. اس وقت تک کے لیے اجازت دیجیے. خدا حافظ و ناصر.